Assalamualaikum, Idam. My name is Muhammad Arif Hakimi and I will start the presentation of Assignment 3 ECRL project. Let's start with the first purpose, which is improving passenger mobility and connectivity. The idea is simple. By connecting the East Coast and West Coast, traveling becomes much faster and more convenient for everyone to traveling between different states. The second one is strengthening freight transport efficiency. Instead of depending mainly on road transports, goods now can be transported more efficiently by rail. This helps business move cargo more quickly while reducing road congestion. Another important purpose is to reduce logistic costs and delivery time. Faster transportation means business can deliver products more efficiently and at a lower cost. This improves the overall supply chain and supports Malaysia economic competitiveness. Lastly, the ECRL supports tourism and improves connectivity between rural and urban areas. Better accessibility encourage more people to visit tourist destinations along the East Coast. At the same time, communities living in rural areas can enjoy easier access to jobs, education, healthcare, and other essential services. I will pass to the next presenter.
Good morning, Madam and everyone. My name is Kariman and I will present the project overview of the East Coast Rail Link, or we call it as ECRL. The ECRL is one of the Malaysia's largest railway infrastructure project. It is an electrified railway that connects the east coast of Peninsular Malaysia with the Klang Valley and Port Klang on the west coast. The railway is approximately 665 kilometers long and passes through four states, which is Kelantan, Terengganu, Pahang and Selangor. It is designed to improve both passenger and freight transportation across a peninsular Malaysia. As you can see from the road map, the ECRL is divided into three main sections, which is Section A, Section B and Section C. As for Section A starts from Kota Baru to Dungun. This section mainly connect major towns and rural communities in Kelantan and northern Terengganu. It improves accessibility for a local resident while supporting tourism and regional development. Section B runs from Dungun to Mentakap. This road passes through important industrial and tourism areas such as Kuantan, Port City, Cerating and Temerloh. It plays an important role in transporting both passenger and freight, especially by connecting Kuantan Port with industrial zone. And the last one for Section C. Section C continues from Mentakap to Port Klang. This section across the central mountain range before reaching ITT Gombak and finally Port Klang. It provides a direct railway connection to Northport and Westport, making cargo transportation more efficient.
Now, let's talk about why the ECRL route is so important strategically. Basically, the ECRL acts as a land bridge that connects the South China Sea to the Strait of Malacca, which cuts down travel time and helps grow the economy across the peninsula of Malaysia. So let's look at four main numbers here. The first one is 2.5 days, because this is the maritime travel time saved for the cargo ship. Instead of sailing all the way around the peninsula, goods can be dropped off and moved quickly across the land bridge. Second, two major ports. ECRL connects Kuantan Port on the east coast directly to the Port Klang on the west coast. This makes our logistic change much stronger and help Malaysian compete better globally. Third, 665 kilometers. This is the total length of the rail corridor that links Kota Baru all the way to Port Klang, so we don't have to rely entirely on sea routes around the peninsula. Fourth, 20 stations. These stations are spread along the route to help bridge the economic gap between the East Coast and Klang Valley, bringing more development to areas that need it. Now I will pass the floor to my group members for the next slide.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Azim Mukhlis. I will explain the transport benefit of East Coast Rail Link, or called ECRL. The first benefit is passenger mobility, improved freight transport, reduction road congestion, and support environment. One of the biggest benefits of the East Coast Rail Link is the improvement in passenger mobility. Currently, traveling between Kota Bharu to Kuala Lumpur can take around 7 to 8 hours, especially when road traffic is heavy. With the ECRL, this travel time will be reduced to approximately 4 hours. This faster journey will make travel more convenient for commuters. The ECRL also improves freight transportation by providing a faster and more efficient way to move goods across Peninsular Malaysia. It is expected to reduce logistic costs by around 30% because rail transport can carry larger volume of cargo at lower cost. In addition, delivery times can be shortened by approximately 2.5 days, allowing businesses to receive product more quickly. Another important benefit of ECRL is the reduction of road congestion. As more passenger and freight shift from roads to rail, traffic on major highway is expected to decrease. Studies estimate the road traffic could be reduced by around 40%, making journey faster and safer for roads users. In addition, freight vehicle on highway may decrease by approximately 30%, which will reduce wear and tear on roads while lowering the risk of traffic accidents. The ECRL also contributes to environmental sustainability by encouraging people and businesses to use rail instead of road transport. It helps reduce greenhouse and gas emission.
Now, let's move on to the economic impacts of the ECRL project. The first one is investment attraction and industrial expansion. When transportation becomes more efficient, investors are more confident to invest in the surrounding areas. This encourages the development of industrial zones and manufacturing activities. The second one is ECRL creates employment opportunities and improve logistic competitiveness. During the construction phase, thousands of jobs were created, and once the railway is fully operational, even more jobs will be available in railway operations, maintenance, and supporting industries. At the same time, better rail connectivity allows goods to move faster and at lower cost, making Malaysia logistics more competitive. The next one is small medium enterprise spillovers and supply chain integration. Small and medium-sized business located near ECRL stations are expected to benefit from increased economic activities. As more industries and business develop, such as restaurant, transport providers, retail shops, will also experience higher demand. Lastly, the ECRL supports tourism growth and strengthens the East Coast economic region. Easier access encourage more tourists to visit destinations along the East Coast, while also helping the region become a stronger economic hub for investment, trade, and tourism. Besides the economic benefits, the ECRL also brings important social impacts to local communities. Let's start with the benefits. First, the ECRL provides better access to employment opportunities. With improved transportation, people living in the East Coast can travel more easily to workplace and industrial areas, giving them access to a wider range of job opportunities. Second, it improves access to education and healthcare. Better connectivity makes it easier for people to reach schools, universities, or hospitals, especially for those living in rural areas. Another benefit is reducing regional inequality and improving quality of life. For many years, development has been concentrated in the Klang Valley. The ECRL helps balance development by bringing better infrastructure and more economic opportunities to East Coast states such as Kelantan, Terengganu, and Pahang. Finally, the railway enhances access to shopping centers, tourism destinations, and other urban services. This not only makes traveling more convenient, but also supports local business and community development. However, every major infrastructure project also comes with several concerns. Some communities may need to be relocated, and there are also issues related to land acquisition and compensation. During construction, local residents may experience noise, dust, and traffic disruption. Therefore, continuous monitoring and proper stakeholder engagement are essential to minimize these impacts and ensure the project benefits everyone in the long run.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arash bin Muhammad Saad and I am the person who in charge gonna present the case study of Kuantan. So we move to the first case study is Kuantan Port City. For our case study, we selected Kuantan Port City because it is one of the most strategic location along the ECRL corridors. The area is a home to the Malaysia China Kuantan Industrial Park of MCKIAP, which support major industries such as steel, aluminium and petrochemicals, with the ECRL providing a direct rail connection between Kuantan Port and Port Klang. Cargo can be transported more efficiently without relying heavily on road haulage. As a result, Kuantan Port City is expected to become a stronger industrial and maritime hub, improving both regional connectivity and Malaysia trade competitiveness. Okay, for the next slide is Kuantan case study benefits. The ECRL brings several important benefits to Kuantan Port City. First, it enables faster container transfers and smoother cargo movement between the East Cargo and West Coast. This helps reduce logistic costs while making the region more attractive to foreign investors. In addition, improved connectivity support industrial expansion, transit-oriented development, and tourism growth. Overall, the project is expected to create more job opportunities, strengthen local SMEs, and position Kuantan as a more connectivity regional trade and investment hub. For the next slide is Kuantan case study requirement. However, to fully realize this benefit, several supporting measures are required. Feeder bus services should connect ECRL station with MCKIP and Kuantan Port to improve first and last mile connectivity. Road access to industrial area also need to be upgraded, while dedicated logistic facilities and integrated freight terminals should be developed to support efficient cargo transfer. Most importantly, close coordination among government agencies, port operators, industry and investors is essential to ensure that Kuantan Port City function as a fully integrated logistic and passenger hub.
Finally, I will conclude our presentation. The East Coast Rail Links is one of the Malaysian most important transportation projects. It connects the East Coast with the West Coast through a 995-kilometer railway corridor. This project will improve passenger efficiency and strengthen connectivity between ports, industry and major cities. It also supports regional economic development by creating a business opportunity and attracting investment.